There's no way high motor is actually something you can put on in this game. This is a real high motor, gritty guy here. What's going on, you big, beautiful bastards? Today we're back on Madden 23 for another career resim, and today we are doing Drew Brees. So as of right now, Drew is projected the number 5 overall pick in the first round, still behind Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, but he's above Will Levis and Anthony Richardson. Alright, so before we jump into the draft, I'm going to switch to the Seahawks because they have the number 1 pick, and there's potentially goes number 1 or number 2, so I just want to be at the start of the draft. Let's jump to the next pick. Let's jump to the next pick. I doubt the Seahawks take him. They probably take Bryce Young. I just simulated to the... Oh my god, no, I messed up. I hit the wrong thing. I meant skip ahead and draft advance the next pick. I did next user pick. God, we're just going to go see what team Drew ended up on. Oh, Drew Brees got drafted by the team I was already on. Drew Brees is a Houston Texan. So we're on the Texans here looking at the lineup. Drew gets put in a really bad situation, but he's at least got Dameon Pierce and Brandon Cooks here. Receiver-wise, it's not good, but he did get a rookie tight end in Dalton Kincaid that's going to probably really help out. It's funny we always somehow end up with the Texans. Brady didn't. Brady had an awful career. Maybe Brees can turn this team around? Brees' rookie year, the team ends up going 9-8 and missing the playoffs, but they end up with the number 1 offense in points per game. I'm curious to see how he did. We're going to look at his overall real quick. This offense actually progressed really well. Brees is up to an 86. Dameon Pierce is a 91. Brandon Cooks is an 86. And even John Mechie's gone up to a 78. I think Kincaid's gone up from a 77 to a 79. Let's look at his stats from year 1. Actually a really good season. Almost 5,000 passing yards, 46 touchdowns, and 11 INTs is really good. A 115 passer rating is awesome for a rookie. Stat-wise, he did really good. 7th in passing yards, 2nd in passing touchdowns, 13th in passer rating, but I'm assuming that's got to be good enough to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Drew Brees. That's awesome to see. Dalton Kincaid actually finished in 2nd right behind him, and we had another guy. So offensively, nothing has changed. Still the same receivers. Dameon Pierce. The offensive line looks the same. And Dalton Kincaid. I actually don't know if Nate Davis was here last season. Well, this advances. I did want to take a second and say thank you to everyone who watched the first 2 career sims. They did really good, and it was really cool to see. If you guys have any advice for how to make these better too, please leave it down in the comments. And if you're feeling like it, leave a like and subscribe while you're there. Thank you guys again for watching. In year 2, the team really regresses and goes 6-11, misses the playoffs, and the passing offense went from 7th last year in the number 1 scoring offense to 24th in the 20th scoring offense. He was 23rd in passing yards. I saw 34 touchdowns and 9 interceptions isn't bad, but he did not put up the same numbers. He's about 700 passing yards lower this season. Brandon Cooks is gone, but we got Mike Williams to go along with John Mechie, and we got Tutu Atwell. Drew is now an 88. He's still got Bazooka as his X Factor. Dameon Pierce is up to a 93. Year 3, we finally make the playoffs, going 11-6, 3rd in the division and still making the playoffs. Did the Colts get in too? Is the whole AFC South in the playoffs? No, okay, Colts end up missing it. Stat-wise, definitely a lot better. 9th in the NFL in yards and touchdowns and 14th in passer rating. Brees is now the highest rated player on the team, which is really cool. Let's see if he can beat the Patriots. So here we are, late in the 4th quarter, down by 6. New England scored and missed the extra point. Drew has a chance to win the game with an extra point, lead a game-winning drive, and win in the wild card round. He's dropping back to pass. He's going deep. Oh my god, he mossed him. Rolling out. Oh, he gets sacked. Here he goes again, dropping back to pass. The offensive line is selling. Brees is taking 2 bad sacks in a way. Yeah. 3rd and 30. Drew going to the end zone. He got Mike Williams in the end zone. They got an interception. That's game. Brees goes for 322 and 3 touchdowns. Time for him to prove that he is one of those guys. He is one of the elite quarterbacks in the AFC. Brees has a real chance to ice the game here from the 44 with the ball. I'm going to jump in here for a minute just to see. He's dropping back. He's going deep. That was a really risky throw. Jerry Sneed should have picked that. They gave Brees 2.5 minutes to work with. Let's see what he's got. Biggest play of the game so far. What does Brees have in him? Dropping back to pass. He's going deep. And oh my, that was almost picked. And he's going to give Patrick Mahomes a chance. So after downing the punt at the 1, basically, the team has an opportunity to get the ball back. Game tied 24-24 with 1:20 left. Let's see if Brees can go down, clutch it up, and win the game. Here we go, Drew. 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down. Dropping back to pass. Good blocking there. That was not the throw you want to make there. All right, here we go. 27 seconds left after, I'm assuming, a good kick return? I don't know. We have the ball at the Chiefs 43. 27 seconds left, 1 timeout. The game is in Drew Brees' hands. He's dropping back. Oh, what a catch. Mike Williams. That's going to be into field goal range. That's going to hopefully all but close out the game. It's good. It's good. So the AFC Championship game, we're playing the divisional rival Tennessee Titans. Drew Brees with a chance to go to his first career Super Bowl in what I think is year 3. We're up 7 here in the 4th. Tennessee has the ball, putting a drive together. Brees looks like he's icing the game out right now, and he does it. My thing with this, I wonder if this is the Aaron Rodgers Packers, or if this is a Jordan Love team, or if they have a completely different quarterback. I don't see Rodgers in their top 3. They do have 2 X-Factor running backs. So Green Bay just tied the game 24-24 in the 4th. Drew has a chance to take the lead back early in the 4th quarter in the Super Bowl. Let's see if he can do it. Drew's dropping back to pass this time. He had 3 wide open, but I think that's Dalton Kincaid for a first down. All right. So tie game, 3rd and 13, 4 minutes left in the 4th. Obvious passing situation here. Brees has all day off his back foot. He heaves it, and it's almost intercepted, going for Tutu Atwell. So that brings up a 4th down, obviously leads to a punt. All right, Drew, you got to throw the ball here. There you go, dropping back to pass. The offensive line didn't sell. He finds John Mechie, who jukes back in a Deontay Johnson kind of way and almost loses yards. Obviously going to be passing the ball. The CPU under 2 minutes in a tie game almost always throws the ball. So Drew is dropping back all day to throw, and he finds that's Mike Williams. So we get 3rd and 19. Why on 2nd and 18 in that situation where they're running it? I think they're going to run it again. Are you that confident in Cody Parkey to make this field goal? They do hand the ball off again, and they lose another yard. What was that play calling? You're in a Super Bowl. I don't think he makes it. He's going to miss. He missed. We're in overtime in the Super Bowl. Oh my God. Mechie down here. Mechie down on the bottom by himself against Jair. Dropping back again. That was a good play. All right. I don't know who that receiver is. I don't know who that is. On the run over the middle finds Tutu Atwell. 38 seconds on the clock, Drew. What do you got? Dropping back to pass again. All day to throw. That's not Dalton Kincaid. That's the other tight end with a first down inside the 10. Why are you taking timeouts? Are you going to kick a field goal here? What are you doing? Double OT in a Super Bowl is absolutely wild. Let's see if the defense can stop him here. If the defense can... Did they just get a pick 6 to... They got a pick to win it. Oh my God. Drew Brees is a Super Bowl champion. The Texans finally... I got so lost there that I just fast forwarded through the animation, so we don't get to see him celebrate on the podium. I am really messing up here, but Brees finishes with 315, a touchdown, and a pick. Let's look at the season recap. Drew Brees gets a Super Bowl MVP to add to the trophy case and a Lombardi. Funny story, Drew Brees is actually the first non-Steelers jersey I ever owned, and the only reason I had a Drew Brees jersey is because I loved Reggie Bush. And when I went to buy a Reggie Bush jersey, they were out. So my dad just grabbed the nearest Saints jersey, and it just happened to be Drew Brees. And from that moment on, I loved Drew Brees. I loved watching Drew Brees. I'd put my jersey on and watch a Saints game, and I was a Steelers fan, but I really enjoyed watching Drew Brees. After winning the Super Bowl, the Texans failed to make the playoffs. The passing offense was 6th ranked, but everything else fell off completely with the last place scoring and rush defense. Let's see what they did in the draft or free agency, see if they brought anyone new in. Drew Brees is up to a 95. Mike Wills regressing to the point where J-Mo's now the #1 receiver. Dalton Kincaid's at least up to a star, which is cool. Drew Brees in year 5 is now a 99 overall, and the team is back in the playoffs. Dalton Kincaid is boosted up to an 89 now. Mike Will is an 86. J-Mo's an 89. And Brees, of course, at 99 is wild. He might be the first one out of all of them to hit 99. I don't know if Brady and Ben ever did. Well, now down 8. Let's see if Brees has it in him to go down the field and score.
He's dropping back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got all day back there. Finally finds his receiver. Michael Gallup. I missed that. I didn't realize Michael Gallup was here.
All right, so I think this is a passing situation at 3rd and 3 here. Down 8. 3.5 minutes left in the 4th. Brees hands it back off to Bernie, who had a hole but couldn't hit it. That's going to probably lead to a field goal. Oh, they're going to go for it. Okay. Heavy set. Looking like they're going to hand it off here. Oh, it's a pitch. The fullback makes the big block, but the edge is set and Birdie can't get it. Denver ends up getting a field goal, basically all but putting the... Oh, my... Okay. Drew Brees to Michael Gallup, 48-yard touchdown. That first down all but seals it. They lose by 3. Drew Brees goes home in the wild card in year 5. Going into year 7, everyone has improved, but we did lose Laramie Tunsil, so the left's... Going into year 7, Brees is now a base 99. We got Donald Glover? Please don't tell me. Okay, it's Dominic Glover. All right. So year 7 is the team's worst year so far, going 4-13, missing the playoffs, of course. Oh, and Brees has about the worst season of his career. Maybe not yardage-wise, but like rankings. So the team keeps improving. We get some better offensive linemen, hopefully to help protect Brees. Kincaid's still a 90. Brees regressed 1 overall to a 98. Bernie went up. J-Mo stayed the same. And Dominic Glover did go up a little bit. Even though overall-wise, this team keeps getting better, they keep missing the playoffs. So year 8, Brees ends up missing it again. He again didn't do too hot this season. They look like they're starting to struggle a little bit, which is rough to see. Year 9, they're still really struggling to put it all together as the team finishes 6-11 and misses the playoffs for the 4th straight season. So Brees is a 98. The offensive line completely changed up again. J-Mo's regressing and is now receiver 2 behind Dominic Glover. Bernie's still here. Kincaid's still here. But yeah, contract-wise, this is his last year on his contract. He is pretty high overall interest in re-signing. Brees did end up re-signing with a contract that's worth almost $50 million by the end of it. Also ends up missing the playoffs again, but everything's in the yellow now. They're at least improving, so there's a chance they're ready to make a run going into year 11. Taking a look at the team, Brees is now a base 97, slowly starting to regress. We still have the same receivers and the same running back. Dalton Kincaid's still here. The offensive line is looking good. So again in year 11, the team falls short of the playoffs. They are getting better at least. 8-9 isn't bad compared to the 4-13 they went a few years ago. Brees 9th in passing yards, 17th in touchdowns, so he's getting better at least.
I thought Drew left, but that guy just has the same face as him and the same number.
Going into year 12, Brees is now a 95. Kincaid is still here. J-Mo's still here but regressing. Bernie's still here. He's still sitting at that 90 level. Dominic Glover's still here. Year 12, the playoff drought continues. The passing offense struggled heavily this year. 30th ranked in the league. I'm sure he's still here rocking into year 13. Drew has regressed to a 91. J-Mo is gone. Dalton Kincaid's gone. So they end up going 7-10 and miss the playoffs again in year 13. I feel like Drew's career has just been wasted because the team just doesn't want to get new weapons. They try to consistently do it with the same pieces and failed. And instead of getting better players, they have just completely wasted a career like this. Oh, J-Mo is still here. He's just regressed all the way to a 78. So he has 2 years left on his current contract. He still has a high overall interest in re-signing, but I'm hoping he goes somewhere else that can hopefully get him weapons. Brees has regressed all the way down to an 88. Bernie's only an 82. Dominic Glover's even started regressing. We are going into year 14, I think, and this is the last year on his contract, so maybe he leaves after this season. In year 14, the team finally gets back to the playoffs, ending the playoff drought. We play the Cleveland Browns in the first round. Drew Brees is still a 92 with his X Factor, and this is going to be his first home playoff game, and we got to put him in the Reds. You already know. Going into the 4th, the team's trailing by 7. The defense needs to make a stand here. They do get him to punt. All right, let's see if Drew's got it in him to tie the game here, late in his career. I don't know who any of our receivers really are anymore. I don't know their numbers. It's been too long since I've got to watch a game. On the Browns side of the field now, Drew's looking good. I mean, it's been a lot of handoffs. He completed 1 pass. There it is, over the middle for the first down. Snaps it. He's throwing. over the middle, wide open for a gain of like 14. That's going to be an offensive hold probably and move us back another 10 yards. Brees, this is it, make or break. 4th and 14 to the end zone. Oh, it's tipped, and he could have caught it off the tip. He gave it a good run. This was, I think, his last year. Actually, his last year's 2037, so he might have one more year after this one on his Texans contract. So we're going into year 15 now. He's made the playoffs a couple times. Year 3 won the Super Bowl. I'm hoping he can get back to that again, but he hasn't made it past the wild card round since. Missed the playoffs for about 10 straight years. Oh, Brees is hitting that age where he's starting to heavily regress, down to an 84 overall going into year 15. So in year 15, though, they do make it back to the playoffs. I just want to make sure he's still here, though. He is still here. He's back up to an 87. The weapons are getting a little better. We did end up losing Bernie, though. Going into the 4th, they're up 17-7. With a chance to ice out the game. They give the ball back to Buffalo, though, who makes a field goal, makes it a 7-point game. They're driving right now, though, to try and close it out. They end up with a 4th down. They make the field goal. That should all but put the game away. Touchdown Buffalo, and that's game. They do win in the wild card round. I didn't see any point in jumping in there. They were ahead. Wasn't really any chance for a touchdown. I didn't think that they were going to really be pushing the ball downfield. Here we go, playing the New England Patriots in the divisional round. Going into the 4th quarter down big time here. We're going to just see if he can get it down the field. He does. All right, we'll jump in here because this could potentially be one of the last times we get to see him, so I'm going to jump in. Down to the 16, see if Brees can put one in the end zone. I think that we've only seen him throw one touchdown to Mike Williams, but we have seen him make some good plays and good throws. You got to mount a crazy comeback here. You were down 19 points. You need 3 scores by the end of the game, and you're still running the ball for some reason. They must not have trust in the old arm of Drew Brees. That or they're content with a field goal here and 2 touchdowns and 2 points, and they hand it off again. Why? It's 3rd down, late in the 4th quarter of a playoff game. Why are you handing the ball off? What's the point? What do you gain? They're going to go for it. Oh my God. This team doesn't make any sense. This is why they're bad. The coaching is awful. Brees back to pass to the end zone, and it is caught, but he's pushed out of bounds. That's all but gonna do it. They at least won in the wild card game. We didn't get to jump in. We got to see him play a little bit. He threw a dime, but the receiver got pushed out of bounds, so the touchdown didn't count. They were the 7th rated passing offense, though. Let's go look at his stats from this season. He was 8th in passing yards and 8th in touchdowns, so for being in year 15, he's still pretty good. Drew Brees is still here, but he's regressed all the way down to his 79 and has lost his X factor. I'm assuming he's considered a bridge quarterback now. He re-signed on a 1-year deal, so this could very well be the end of Drew Brees' career here in year 16 as he's regressed to his 79. So in year 16, the team does manage to win the division and get the old man back to the playoffs for one last run as he's pushing 38 now. I'm assuming he's on the rear end of his career. We do get a home playoff game, so that means the Reds are coming out. Down 15 at the half. This one's going to sting too, losing at home against the division rival. Looking like it could be a handoff, but Drew is dropping back to pass. Oh, that was a really bad ball, bringing up 4th down. Are they good? You can't kick the field goal. You have to go for it. Yeah, it's a 2-touchdown game. So, Drew is again under center. He's going to hand it off. They get the 1st down on 4th and 2.
Drew again, dropping back to pass. All day to stand back there. Hits his check down in the middle for the 1st down.
The Brees has to get it in the end zone basically right here. He's going to roll out and take a really bad sack.
Brees, of course, dropping back to pass. To the end zone. He's open. That's a touchdown.
Let's go. 3rd down, you need a big stop here, D, and they let up the 1st down. That's going to do it. Brees finishes with 308 and 2 touchdowns. He had a good game. The team couldn't get it done. They lose in the wild card round for the 2nd straight year, and Drew Brees' 16th year in the league. Just in case this is his final year, I'm taking a look at his stats. His best season was 5,166 passing yards, and the most touchdowns he threw in a season was 46 in his rookie year when he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Awards-wise, he never won MVP, but he did get Offensive Player of the Week twice. He made it to the Pro Bowl twice. He was a Super Bowl champion and a Super Bowl MVP as well. Drew is no longer here. Did he leave and go somewhere else, or did he retire? Drew Brees has officially left Houston for 1 year. At age 38, he has gone to the Dallas Cowboys. and is a backup, but that's going to get changed. I'm moving him up to the starter. We are going to put him in as the starter, though. Hopefully he remains there all year. I don't know if the CPU will change that, but we're going to advance to the playoffs and see if they make it. If not, I'd imagine year 17 here, I think, is the end of Drew Brees. This team does make the playoffs, giving Brees one last chance to compete for a Super Bowl on a one-year deal with the Cowboys. Let's see if he can do it against Philly. So they really seem to be struggling offensively, down 21-0, 21-3, now 28-3 in the fourth quarter. Let's watch the end of his career, see how he goes out, see if he can at least put a drive together here. There he is in the Dallas Cowboys uniform, number 15, Drew Brees. Dropping back to pass. He threw a pick on the last drive, apparently. He ends up just throwing that one away. Dropping back again. Hits a nice out route there for a gain of about 10, but they still didn't get the first. They're not going to be taking timeouts here. They're just basically going to let the clock run down, but they are going to give Brees a chance to throw it a little bit. I think the game knows he's on his way out. 257 and a pick isn't a great game, but it's not bad. He's dropping back again on the run. Wow, that was an air ball. 3rd and inches, empty backfield for Drew. Can he get the first down, put a drive together, maybe score a touchdown? He does get it over the middle of the field for the first down, but they're clearly not taking timeouts, or they do. They do take a timeout. I don't know why. There's 30 seconds left. He's dropping back again, wide open. That was a good throw, too. He's going to get sacked on that one. That was a hell of a pass rush. Dropping back to pass again. Over the middle. The ball's caught, but that's probably all but going to do it. Drew isn't able to score to end his career. I say end his career, but he could come back. You never know. He could just play for 40 years. They end up re-signing Drew Brees to a one-year deal, so he does get to play year 18. They did draft a rookie, though. Wait, is he not here? Where did he go? Now he retires. He didn't want to retire when I was looking at the retirement, but as you can see, 2040 Hall of Fame class quarterback Drew Brees goes into the Hall of Fame. Yardage-wise, he barely surpassed his real-life self. He beat his real-life self by 400 yards. Touchdowns, he also is right above his real-life self with about 38 more touchdowns, I think, if I'm doing my math right. He did almost set the single game passing yards record, but he missed it by 4 yards. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and any feedback you have down in the comments. And with that out of the way, I will see you guys later. Peace out.